Hey Cancers, this is for Cancer's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's see, Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Well, it definitely looks like your person is wanting a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. But the Hanged Man, I feel like they might be taking a bit of space to just like reflect on things. Perhaps they're kind of reflecting on how exactly to bring this new beginning into the physical world. So it's like they know that this is what they want. This even could be indicating that they've had this realization here with the Hangman. See how he has this little halo around his head. He's reached some enlightenment, some realizations. So it might be your person is currently realizing how much they really do want this with you, reflecting on that. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So let's see. It looks like your person is definitely, I think, contemplating their next move into how to bring this into the physical world. The Three of Pentacles kind of represents like the 3D world. I see this definitely as a sign of partnership. As you can see, these people are working together to construct this building. So it's like, this is definitely about, building something in the 3D world. And I feel like when it comes to your relationship, trying to figure out how to work with you, trying to figure out what the best decision is in regards to that. And I feel like that is kind of what's going on with this Hangman, is kind of a lot of contemplation, a lot of, maybe thinking about different scenarios, maybe having conversations with you in their head, almost trying to think about what the right thing to say is. It's kind of an energy I'm getting. We have the Tower and the Six of Wands. Okay, so with the Tower, this is definitely about, like major changes going on in your person's world. I feel like you definitely changed their life a lot. You've given them a lot of, major realizations. It might have been a bit intense for them at times, this connection. But we do see here that they still want a victory with you. They're definitely feeling like they want this relationship to succeed. This is even saying with the Tower, maybe there have been Tower moments between you, like moments where it felt like, everything had, maybe they felt like they had ruined things between you sometimes, but it looks like they are wanting to rebuild. I can definitely see the Three of Pentacles as being like a rebuilding, especially for those of you where there's been like, maybe like bumps in the road recently, wanting to almost like smooth those over. I'm seeing like construction people like filling in potholes. So I take that as it resonates. So that's almost kind of what I'm seeing from this. So like coming out of maybe this dark night of the soul, or the Tower can also kind of represent like drama, coming out of this victorious, you know what I mean? Like conquering this difficulty if there has been one. So we have the Page of Wands with the Four of Wands. So your person is definitely interested in a long-term commitment. The Four of Wands is also a lot of times associated with twin flame energy. But if you don't resonate with that, it's definitely a card about marriage, celebration, union, just like a harmonious union between the two of you, means for celebration. And the Page of Wands could either be about, really wanting to communicate with you. I feel like pages are a bit shy, so maybe there's a sense of your person not being sure exactly how to communicate these really big feelings that they have about you. But still being, curious, almost like wanting to adventure towards you. I see the Page of Wands as being very, adventurous, prepared to go on a journey to this Four of Wands. Let's see. So we have the Five of Cups right here and the Two of Wands. So I was sensing maybe like a bit of like a pothole or like a bump between the two of you. So, if this is something that, your person may be feeling guilty about, like if you feel like maybe they feel like they are the cause of this, maybe they, what I'm sure if there has been any blips between the two of you, what the inside story and all that is. But regardless, if there is like some emotional distance between the two of you, or like physical distance, your person's definitely missing you a lot. The Five of Cups is definitely about missing your energy. I definitely see him looking at these cups that have fallen over and kind of seeming a bit regretful. So there could be some, maybe some words or actions your person regrets in your situation. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is definitely about this guy looking towards the future. This can also be about travel. But I think just a lot about like bridging the gap between the two of you. Definitely seeing that they want to get out of this energy of missing you. It's like they've almost had enough of this moping around, maybe kind of feeling sorry for themselves. And so they've decided that in the future they do want to do something about it. But with the Hangman over here, it seems like at the very moment, at this exact current moment, they're kind of more in a contemplative mode, rather than like a ton of action. But it does seem like they are planning to make action in the future. They might just need a bit of time to heal from whatever this tower moment was and to actually formulate a plan. Because like right now, it seems like they're planning something. They're like formulating this plan. They're thinking about it. They're fantasizing about what the right action is, but it's like it might be a little bit more time before they really do it. Because we also see the Four of Cups, but there's definitely this interesting energy where it's almost like they're in two minds about it. It's like on one hand, they're feeling all this passion, this drive to come towards you, but then in their actual physical 3D world, it's like maybe a bit hard for them to reach out and take this cup of love because, maybe whatever limitations they feel like are holding them back from you right now. It's like, I don't know, but I feel like this person is very conflicted about it in a way. This is definitely a really interesting combination of cards. I really am curious about it because it's like, as you can see, this is all about action, all about forward movement, a very passionate, sensual energy. And then this is just about, holding back. So that's kind of, underneath. So maybe on the 3D, it looks like your person's holding back, maybe not speaking too much, maybe being very like distant, but their energy actually is moving towards you, whether or not their 3D self is. So energetically, they are pursuing you. But they might also be pursuing you in the physical, but they're definitely pursuing you a lot energetically is what I'm seeing. They're definitely feeling a lot of passion for you. Because we also see, of course, the Knight of Cups and the Lovers, which is definitely a winning combination. This is clearly saying that they do have deep love for you. They feel like you are divine counterparts. They feel this deep soul connection. I feel like the Lovers is a very sensual passion energy, but also, of course, very sweet as well with the Knight of Cups. There's an innocence to the Knight of Cups. He's very true to his word, very sensitive. So they do plan on bringing this cup of love to you because they do love you here, that the Lovers, they do feel this with you. So that's really beautiful. So yes, don't doubt this person's love for you. No matter how things seem in the physical world, there's a lot going on here beneath the surface of your person, for sure. Okay, so we have the Sun and the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups. So let's see. This is a really beautiful energy. So the Sun is all about, of course, happiness, joy. It's the happiest card in the deck. So clearly this person sees that a future with you would bring them a lot of happiness, that you are essentially their ultimate happiness, and especially in terms of, we did see the Four of Wands coming up, which can indicate marriage, but that doesn't have to be what union means for you. But whatever, the coming together of you and this person on their heart, they feel that this would be very, very emotionally rewarding. This would be worth the emotional investment. It's kind of like this is their ultimate plan, but right now they're kind of in the it's like your manifestation. It's like, I want to buy the house, but first I have to figure out, what are the steps to get to that place? And that's very much what I feel your person's energy is. It's like they know that this is ultimately what they want, a harmonious union, perhaps a family. It could be a literal marriage, if not, just a deep commitment, a committed relationship. That's what they want. But it's like, and right now they're kind of in the building blocks of how to get there. So we have the Three of Cups, which is, about friendship. So this might, for some of you, this might mean building a strong friendship with you first. Definitely if there has been maybe conflict in the past or issues in the past, this would mean getting to the Ten of Cups by first at least being on good terms in terms of a friendship. And then, maybe the next step would be like some flirtation and then evolving it. But of course, this depends on where you are in your relationship. If not, if you're already past this stage of this friendship, if you're already have covered those potholes, this is about, I feel like, really building that friendship, really, I feel like getting closer to you, and just really getting to know you as a person. But this is also about reunions as well. So, definitely wanting to make that happen. And then, let's see, rejoicing with you. Also, I feel like now that restrictions are being lifted around the world, this could even be about, going out and having fun with you, going on fun dates, that kind of thing. So we have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So let's see what's going on here. So your person's definitely feeling burdened. Sometimes with the Ten of Wands, especially in love readings, I see this as like, a lot of physical desire for someone. So if you and your person haven't been able to be together physically quite yet, this is something that is like weighing a lot on your person's mind, really wanting to connect with you in that very primal way, really desiring you. This could also be maybe burdened by, maybe emotions that they haven't, repressed emotions, definitely repressed passion. So, yeah, because we do see the Eight of Wands here. So I feel like there's a lot of, maybe tension between the two of you, just on a very, physical level, not necessarily emotional tension, but just there's like, there's a real need your person almost has to be with you physically in a way. That might be weighing on them. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is very sweet, which is showing that your person really does, I'm hearing like you hold it down. It's almost like you're kind of, maybe you're a bit more of the stable one sometimes. Your person with the Tower coming up earlier, maybe they're kind of going through a bit of an interesting time right now, but it's like you're kind of like the rock. You really keep it together. If you guys do have issues, it's like you handle them with a lot of grace and poise. You handle your person very well. It's like you're definitely not the type to get reactive and like make things worse. I feel like you just are very stable, and I think they really appreciate that. You could have a lot of earth energy to you as well, which is a very, very fertile, sensual energy. I personally love earth signs. So, you really, through whatever your person goes through, I feel like you keep the energy of this connection really together. You don't get all phased by their various actions. It's like you're very patient. I almost feel like you are, in a sense, like waiting for them to get their stuff together, and I think they really appreciate that. They can sense that. You also maybe feel this Ten of Cups, and it's like, if you do feel like this is the person that you're going to end up with, if this is your forever person, it's like if you have to wait a little bit of time for them to clean their act up, to get their stuff together, it's like it seems like you feel, at least in their perspective, like you seem willing to do that. It's like, what's a little bit of waiting, when compared to like a lifetime spent with one another, if that makes sense. So that's really beautiful. I feel like your person definitely really values you and appreciates you as well, with the Queen of Pentacles. That's also very much like a wifey energy, or husband sort of energy, depending on your gender, pile one. Let's see what they actually want to say to you. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? Does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? Okay. So they want to say, I want to breathe you in and lose myself in you. So there's that passion I was seeing. It's almost like they just want to run away with you, have a honeymoon, maybe take some days off and just spend them with each other. You give me butterflies. It's almost like I'm seeing this almost like if your person has like a 9-to-5 job, just like calling in sick for a week just to spend it with you. That's very cute. That's like maybe a fantasy they've had. My inner child is currently expressing itself. So yeah, this is kind of to indicate that if your person is maybe acting out for attention, or just acting strange, maybe running a bit, it's more of their inner child than their adult self. So don't take it personally, because it's just their like abandonment issues or rejection fears. So don't take it as, anything to get too worked up about, because it's almost like I was almost feeling with this Queen of Pentacles, I was kind of hearing it's like you almost know how to deal with them when they do tend to tantrum like a child, because the truth is, like, no matter, like, all people sometimes will regress to a childlike state, and especially like to the age that they were when like a trauma happened. So maybe that's kind of what's going on right now with your person, is maybe they're almost regressing to a younger age and they're acting kind of immature, maybe acting out. And with this Queen of Pentacles, it's almost like you've adopted this almost motherly kind of unconditional, like, all right, just do what you need to do. Like, I'll, come back when you've calmed down. Like, you know what I mean? When you're stable. That's kind of like the vibe I got earlier, but I didn't mention it. But now this is definitely making a lot more sense. It's like you have a very nurturing energy, and it's like you do almost, it's like with children, it's like when they tantrum, it doesn't really work to like get reactive and like punish them. It just works to, be soothing. So I feel like you kind of have that energy. I feel so deeply connected to you. So they do really feel very deeply connected to you, especially with the Lovers. And potentially, if you do resonate with it, this person might be your twin flame or divine counterpart. But of course, you'll know that. If so, but this is a deep connection regardless. I'll show you my heart if you show me yours. So this is this desire for mutual emotional intimacy. The Knight of Cups does show this person does have deep feelings. They do want to show you their feelings. They do want to show you their heart. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, this does show that they do trust you a lot. I want to show you how much I've grown and changed for the better, much more mature than I used to be. Okay, so there is a lot about maturity here. So maybe your person was kind of being reactive and immature, and you kind of just, let them do that. Maybe you kind of stepped aside for a little bit. But this person does want to come back. When they do come back here with the Knight of Cups, which I'm feeling like they do intend to, with the Eight of Wands as well, and with the Two of Wands, there's definitely a lot showing that if your person does want to return to you. So when they do return, they really do want to, show you like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to pull the same stuff that I did earlier. I'm much more mature. I'm a very sensitive and emotional person. I think I did say that with the Knight of Cups, sensing your person is very sensitive. The Five of Cups is a very sensitive energy as well. They might be crying over you a lot. Maybe they're very sensitive and emotional, particularly right now. And we have, you are so magnetic. My heart will always pull me closer and closer to you until we are finally one. Yes, I was saying that. They are definitely coming back. The Eight of Wands is showing that magnetic attraction. So I feel like you've probably taken a lot of this time, if you are in some sort of separation, to heal your energy, or you just have been doing that consistently. So, you really are getting closer and closer to this union here, especially with the Four of Wands coming out. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? Oop. Okay. So we have, I don't expect you to forgive me, but I wish that someday I can tell you everything, explain why I acted the way I did, so you'll know it was never your fault. Okay, so this is kind of showing me, I think I was kind of feeling like your person maybe did do something to be hurtful. This says, so like they do regret it, and I was saying this earlier, like it definitely wasn't your fault. It seems like with the Queen of Pentacles, you're very stable. It was really like a triggering sort of thing, an inner child wound that was upset. And we have, walking away from you is like walking away from my own heart. All I feel is regret and pain. So the Five of Cups is very much indicative of this. So maybe your person did choose to walk away, or just emotionally walked away. However, take it as it resonates. And it was very regretful for them. I feel like they don't like having a distance between the two of you. They might have just gotten overwhelmed. Please know that breaking your heart breaks mine too. It hurts so bad to know I've caused you pain. So definitely feeling regret if there was pain caused to you, because they do really respect you and love you, and they may have kissed me. So a lot of passion coming out. Of course. Let's get some messages from this deck. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? What else does Pile 1's, whoa, this flew out. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? Okay. So they want to say, my love for you is my greatest inspiration. So whatever your person's craft is, maybe they are an artist, regardless, you're like their inspiration in life. When I hurt you, I'm just projecting my insecurities and self-esteem onto you. Please don't take it personally. I was definitely kept saying, don't take it personally. It's just your person's issues. So another reminder of that. And then I am becoming stronger and starting to see the greatness within myself. So your person is healing. And as they start to heal and, love themselves and, all of that, it's like they are better able to treat you with love and respect. And I feel like this healing is very much coinciding with this urge for your person to return to you that we've been seeing. But also, does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? Sorry. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? Okay. We'll just take all of those. Let's see. Sometimes I lie awake thinking about you. So at night they lie awake thinking about you. They definitely do think about you a lot. I have a lot of pent up energy that wants to be released. This is literally what I was saying earlier with the Ten of Wands. A lot of pent up frustration of wanting, desiring you, but maybe being unable to be with you right now. My attraction to you grows stronger by the day. You're the only thing on my mind. I've been having major realizations about our connection. Yeah, the hangman can be about that. My heart is full of you. I'm stepping into my divinity. Okay, so yeah, they're seeing the greatness within themselves. They're stepping into their divinity. Your love was all I wanted, but I didn't know how to ask for it. So yeah, this sense that, they really did want your love, but maybe they were unable to, they weren't sure how to approach you. That's kind of also the energy where it is right now, where it's like they really do want that your love, but they're kind of in their head thinking about how exactly to approach you, right now. You are one of my best friends. Very sweet. I was definitely saying that with the Three of Cups. You just definitely have a strong friendship. Sometimes I feel like we are the same person. So that could be a confirmation. If you feel like, you have this really crazy bond with this person, they feel it too. I promise I will return to you when the time is right, and I regret pushing you away. So yeah, seeing this pushing you away, regret, definitely makes a lot of sense. With the cards I pulled earlier. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Okay, let's see. Oh, my heart is full of love for you. That's so sweet. Also very true. I definitely sense that with your person. I want to fight for this love. Cool. Yeah, this person does want to fight for you. They want to fight off their fears and their anxieties. We do have, I'm afraid to reach out as well. So yeah, it is like, they do want to reach out, but it's a bit scary. And then, oh, your beauty is beyond measure. That is so sweet. Oh, you person is very sweet. They definitely think of you in a very high regard. Um, so yeah, definitely don't doubt that this person has really strong feelings for you. Let's see. What is the current energy of this connection for pile one, please? What is the current energy of this connection? What is the current energy? Okay, so we have Ascended Masters and Sun. So very similar energies. Kind of, it's about, about spirituality. So Ascended Masters, connect to the wisdom of enlightened beings and allow them to guide you on your journey. So you might be seeing the number 333 a lot, which is representative of, connecting to like Jesus, Buddha, whoever your ascended masters that you particularly align with, right now, to get through this difficult time with your person, or, help you ascend on your spiritual journey, connecting to ascended masters. This could be through meditation, or it could be through reading spiritual texts, or just, prayer, whatever your method is to do that. That's a sign to continue that. And then we have, let the love of our divine creator fill you with peace and joy. So this will help you, release so much, attachment and maybe pain to this connection by, really connecting to source, which is ultimately, especially if you're on the twin flame journey, it's ultimately a spiritual journey. So this is probably what you're supposed to do regardless, but I feel like that'll definitely, help the separation if there is one, dull the ache a bit. Also the sun is reminding me of the crystal citrine, which recently I've just started using on my solar plexus, and it's been really helping with anxiety. I think I've mentioned this before, but in the past I had a lot of issues regarding my solar plexus, and using the citrine has really helped, especially with detachment, because citrine's all about constant, giving and taking, constant flow of energy. So maybe that's a sign that you should look into using that crystal, but take it as it resonates. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. Let's see. Let's get your person's current energy towards you. But yeah, I'm just super pumped about it because my solar plexus is definitely something I've been working on for a while, and I feel like I finally started to really heal that. So let's see. What is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? What is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? Okay, so we have mask, keys on a ring and the sword and the rose. Okay, so the keys in the ring is definitely related to the Seven of Cups earlier, which is many auctions decision. So it's about, your person having these auctions and, making this decision about, what the right way to, manifest this back into their life, what the right choice is, what the right move is. And then we have mask, not showing true feelings. So also we have hide. And I kind of see that with the Four of Cups. Maybe your person is hiding a bit, hiding their feelings, just kind of maybe almost like they've holed themselves up and they're kind of just, maybe a bit quiet. Like I definitely was sensing that earlier. So even if they are doing this, it means that there are real deep feelings underneath that. They are hiding them. So a confirmation that you're not just, it's not all in your head. This person really does have feelings for you. And then we have clarity, truth, honor, protection, and power. So your person does want to come in with some truth, get in their power so they can actually take off this mask and, make the choices that need to be made, say the things that need to be said so they can move this connection along with you. Let's see. What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? What else is pile one's person's current energy? Okay, so we have a few. So we have Armadillo Spirit, which is set healthy boundaries. So right now your person is maybe kind of like in that armadillo, like, curled up, kind of maybe, hiding a bit. It almost is like they're setting healthy boundaries with other people. Maybe this person in the past was a bit of a codependent, maybe a bit of a yes man or a yes woman. This could also be about in their 3D life, valuing themselves enough to say, hey, I need some space, whether that's from you or just other people in their life. But I feel like this is a good sign that your person is adopting, like a healthy dose of self-love, which is, I don't need to say yes to everything. I can take space to be alone. So I definitely feel like maybe your person really does need some space to be alone and to heal. But I feel like they're trying to make this like a healthy boundary, maybe, just develop that, not needing to please everyone. I'm kind of feeling like maybe a person did used to be like a people pleaser and they're kind of growing out of that, but that is a part of stepping into their power, is knowing when to say no to people and when to say yes to people. Let's see, we have Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. So your person might be kind of getting in touch with their spirituality here. The Hanged Man is about spirituality. So maybe they're kind of learning to float between the fifth dimension and the third dimension right now, but I definitely feel like they are ascending. And we have Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. So, getting in touch with the mystery of life, the bizarre aspects, maybe kind of embrace it, almost like learning about maybe mystery schools is kind of what I'm hearing, learning about esoteric wisdom. So your person's definitely maybe kind of, transforming themselves out of the 3D world and starting to integrate more like divine energy into their life, which we did see. That's like I'm stepping into my divinity. So I'm definitely seeing that here. I'm almost hearing with this Armadillo Spirit, healthy boundaries. Maybe your person, for some of you, take it as it resonates, had a parent or some figure in their life that really kind of like steamrolled your person's like sense of themselves and kind of like made decisions for them, or kind of forced your person to like not stand in their truth and like give their power away, if that makes sense. So it's like your person right now is like almost like unlearning that. And I'm almost feeling like maybe they pushed you away out of like a sense of, it was almost like going a bit too far into this healing of this. It's like maybe they never really learned how to set healthy boundaries, so then they've kind of started trying to integrate that, but then maybe they just pushed you really far away. But I think they're kind of starting to temper that, and maybe learning like you can kind of set a healthy boundary without really like, really burning a bridge or really shutting someone out. So I think it's kind of the balancing act. Your person's going in and out, but embrace the in between. So that's maybe kind of what that's about, is like this balancing act between healthy boundaries versus just shutting people out entirely out of a place of fear. Very interesting. Let's get you some advice, pile one. Advice for pile one, please. Advice for pile 1, please. This says, power. You instinctively know what is right for you and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. This is so interesting. That's literally what I was talking about with your person, which is, what's right for you, what's wrong for you. So if there is a situation in your life, pile 1, where you feel like you need to walk away, if you have some toxic friendships or perhaps partners in your life or just any energy that is just not aligning with you anymore, you can set healthy boundaries as well. Maybe this is actually a lesson both of you are learning right now. This also is about maybe setting healthy boundaries with your person as well. But yeah, it's like if something doesn't align with you, you have the self-confidence, you're not afraid of saying no. So that's so interesting. You and your person are mirroring so much right now. That's so cool. You guys are both definitely, I feel like, watching out for your inner children by, setting those boundaries. Let's see, what else does pile 1 need to hear? We have welcome new beginnings, let the sun shine in your life. So this could mean new beginnings with this person, also just new beginnings maybe in terms of career or friendships. And then create a solid spiritual foundation, be in service to the planet. That's awesome. I was definitely saying that earlier with connecting with Source and then also the Ascended Masters. So I think this is definitely saying, like, as you build that spiritual foundation, I feel like everything else will just like compound onto that, like finances, your person, all of that will definitely ground all that energy. So that's really beautiful. All right, let's get some final messages from your person, pile 1. What else does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1? See, I hope you still think about me. So this person feels like, even if there has been space or distance, they want you to still think about them. I'm coming back soon. I push you away because I'm scared of losing you. That's so interesting. There's a lot about pushing away. So it's almost like maybe your person, it's like they felt like, it's like losing you now would be easier than losing you later. Or in a way, they're almost afraid that like maybe it's like, if they push you away, it's like then they feel like maybe later on, if you guys, really got in deep with each other, maybe like were married or had a deep commitment, and it's almost like they're afraid that they're going to mess that up somehow. And it almost like, it's like losing you now would be easier than like getting a divorce later. Your person maybe has divorced parents or something. That could be for some of you. Maybe that's a bit of a trauma for them, is like, losing you down the road. But it's, of course, your person's pushing you away now, which doesn't help the long-term future. But that's them saying that it is coming from a fear of losing you, actually. And then, oh my God, I don't want to lose you. That's actually crazy. I didn't even see that it was flipped over. So your person is actually scared of losing you. And so, yeah, maybe they felt like it would be better to like stay away from you, than to like risk losing you later on, which is a really complicated feeling. It's definitely an inner child wound, fear of abandonment coming through. All right, let's get you some tarot cards from this little deck. What else is pile 1's person's overall energy towards pile 1 at the moment? Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Magician, the Fool, and Strength. Okay, so a lot of major arcana. So yeah, the Page of Cups is about love offer. This could also be about an apology for some of you. We have the Magician, which is about manifestation. This is your person getting into their divine male energy. We have Strength and the Fool. So yeah, I think having the strength to, take a leap of faith and come back towards you. Let's see, what does pile 1 lead to here right now? Okay, cool. We have the number 7, which is all about manifestation. We also have the Magician coming out too. So really cool. The number 1. Actually, no, that's number 7. Sorry, but that was another number 1. So we have 1 and 7. So 1 is about new beginnings, again with the Fool. We have the letter J. See, with the letter J, I'm almost seeing like a joker, like not in a bad way, but like kind of like a jester, like maybe wanting to come back in like a lighthearted way, like that Fool. We have this little seahorse. So the seahorse I see as like a very compassionate, sensitive, male energy. The male seahorses do raise the children. So, your person is a very sensitive person, very like watery kind of energy. We have this little, Taurus. So I was saying, I was mentioning the Taurus sign earlier with the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, Taurus is very sensual, very grounded sort of energy. You don't have to be a Taurus, of course, but that's definitely how your person views you, is like, you really got it going on. We also have this little almond, which is about opening the third eye. We have this little Winnie the Pooh, who is so cute. So I feel like it's kind of about your person, being kind of a soft-hearted, cuddly person. This also is maybe about their inner child. You bring out this sweet kind of playful, loving energy. I definitely love people with bear energy. They're very comforting and nurturing. You have this little mushroom, which is about shamanism, fifth dimensional energy, and this little fly, which is kind of like maybe your person kind of keeping an eye on you from a distance, like keeping kind of being like a fly on the wall, maybe kind of stalking you on social media secretly. We have this little fox, which is again a very shy energy. So yeah, definitely a shy vibe from your person right now. And then this little crown chakra, heart. So again, connecting to ascended wisdom. All right, pile one, thank you so much for staying here with me. I really appreciate your energy, sending you lots of abundance and love. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pile two. My beautiful, beautiful friends. Lovely to have you here. All right, so we're going to be looking at your person's current energy towards you. What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? Ooh, 10 of Cups, nice. Pile two's person's current energy towards pile two. Okay. Oh, righty. Okay, so the star, beautiful way to start. Love that card. Okay, 3 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Sun, 10 of Cups, dope. Love to see that. 9 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, 5 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands. And we'll get into these in a second. Okay, so your person's current energy towards you. So we have the Star and the Knight of Pentacles. So let's see. The Star shows your person definitely, they find you to be very, very beautiful, sensual. They're definitely feeling like almost like a pedestal sort of energy. I feel like the star means that you're like the star of their life, the star of the show. It's like this person almost puts you in like a celebrity sort of status. It's like they just see you as just kind of being really perfect and amazing. So ultimately they have a really, really high opinion of you here. The Knight of Pentacles shows your person's definitely pursuing you energetically. People sometimes say the Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving energy though. So they do plan on pursuing you here. Definitely. They want to bring you a physical offer. So, he doesn't have to always be slow. It's definitely saying that though. It's like, this person isn't just, wanting to be in and out, super quick. This person does have, very deep feelings for you. Long-term feelings for you, especially with the 10 of Cups coming out. This person does see maybe, a lifetime with you. So we have the 3 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So the 3 of Cups, let's see, this is about reunions, reconnection, building a friendship. So even if you guys, maybe this person, you feel like maybe they've friend zoned you a bit, this is a very specific message, so only take it if it resonates. Even if your person maybe is acting like they just see you as a friend, or, you're not sure if they're like into you. The Knight of Wands is showing that they are really, really physically attracted to you as well. So this isn't just I like you as a friend. I'm just talking to you because you're my friend. It's like this person does have, intentions that go beyond just a friendship. They do really, want you in a very primal physical way, of course. So, but maybe this person feels like sometimes they feel more comfortable, almost like, acting kind of like platonic towards you to almost like cover up maybe their emotions. There could be a bit of a fear there when it comes to, showing you how much they really do like you. But yeah, they definitely want you. We have the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant. So this person, I feel like they know that this is like a divinely guided connection. The Hierophant is about, I feel like this is like the masculine energy of God, source. So this person does feel like this is a higher sort of love. This isn't just a boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, of course, as well. This isn't just like just a casual, like, oh, this is the person I'm seeing. This is like a really serious, like spiritual, deep sort of connection that I feel like will, transcends maybe, normal expectations of what relationships are. This is like much deeper and much more complex. The Seven of Wands shows that your person is protective of you and this connection. They do see this as like a very valuable divine connection. They don't really, want to give this up. I feel like the Seven of Wands is like a fighter. Like he's not going down without a fight. It's like they feel like this is a love worth fighting for. This is something real. This is something meaningful. Like there is a plan here, like some sort of divine fated sort of union between the two of you is what I'm sensing. So you have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is kind of about conflict. I'm seeing this as maybe a bit of jealousy here, maybe worried about other people coming and, interfering in this connection. That's kind of what I'm getting from the Seven of Wands as well, is like, they're like, I don't want some other person to come and snatch away the person I feel like is my destiny, So the Knight of Swords is showing this motivation to come towards you. So this is definitely about communication, fast moving. So that's what I'm saying with the Knight of Pentacles. This doesn't really indicate a time, place. It's more about, wanting a physical thing in the future, in the physical world, wanting something, because we also have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy. So I feel like maybe the threat of competition almost is like a motivating factor in your person wanting to pursue you maybe, quite a bit, because they're like, I really don't want to, like dilly-dally and lose pile 2, that would really suck for me. So we have the Sun and the Eight of Swords. So you do make them really, really happy. What I'm getting from that Eight of Swords is almost like your person maybe doesn't really know how exactly to accept happiness. Maybe they're used to feeling kind of sad, and so it's almost like they're having to accept this joy into their life and free themselves from maybe this like victim mentality. And like realizing like, hey, maybe for once in my life, I do want to be happy. Maybe I don't want to just be a person that just like, mopes around and feels sorry for myself all the time. Maybe I need to actually, start believing in myself and start believing in, deserving of happiness, deserving of you. Because we do have the Ten of Cups, which shows that your person does see that, this could be a forever thing. This could be marriage, this could be children, this could just be, whatever a harmonious, happy union is to you and your person. This is what they do see in the future. They see that this is a potential energy between the two of you. And with the Four of Swords, I definitely see that your person definitely spends a lot of time, alone thinking about this. Like before they go to sleep, this person might stay up thinking about you, thinking about what it would be like to be married to you, or just, again, whatever union means for you, what that would be like. And they do feel like that would be extremely emotionally fulfilling. The Nine of Cups shows that you do feel like wish fulfillment to your person. They feel very lucky to be with you, to have you in their life. And the Eight of Wands shows a desire for movement, definitely a lot of passion as well. Then there's a lot of energy of communication. There's a lot of movement here, I feel. But it's just a matter of your person, really allowing themselves to be happy in a way, feeling worthy of happiness. We have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the King of Swords. Okay, so yeah, the Four of Cups is a bit of this, holding back. It is almost like, maybe feeling like they're not sure if they are, worthy of such a great love, worthy of, taking the cup of love. So maybe they choose to ignore it sometimes because it's almost like they've never been that happy before. And sometimes people just get set in their ways and they just feel like, they don't know how to accept better things into their life because they've just maybe their whole life been disappointed. And so there's almost this fear that this could be kind of too good for to be true in a way. We have like the star, which could mean that in a sense they almost see you as like this ultimate fantasy, this ultimate person. But then actually grounding this in the physical world, actually having this is almost like a bit of a, a trick for them to actually have to figure out how that would actually happen, if that makes sense. We have the Ten of Wands and the King of Swords. So your person, I always see this as being very burdened by, frustration at maybe not being intimate with you. This could also just be in their day-to-day life. Maybe just feeling burdened in terms of not expressing themselves to the fullest. Maybe not pursuing their goals, maybe having a job that they don't feel satisfied by, or just like not being sure, like what to do with themselves, or like where their ultimate happiness is, like how to align themselves with their purpose. We have the King of Swords, which can be a bit of a aloof, cold, kind of distant energy. So maybe a person does come across as a bit, like distant. We had the Three of Cups kind of, I think I was kind of saying that before, like maybe they don't really show you the depth of their feelings, the depth of their passion for you. So they kind of maybe keep a little bit of a cold exterior, maybe to hide the feelings that they really do have inside of their heart for you. We have the Hanged Man and the Lovers. So this is definitely a sign, again, that your person does have deep love for you. This can be about divine counterparts, divine union. So we have the Hanged Man, which is, again, kind of a card of inaction, but a card of deep contemplation and, realizing things about your connection, having some enlightenment here. And then the Three of Pentacles is showing your person is trying to figure out how to ground this in the physical, how to make this a real partnership, how to, come into this union with you, how to, really figure things out between the two of you, make things work. They definitely want to. They want to repair this connection. If there needs to be repairing, this person wants to put in the work ultimately, because they do feel like you are their ultimate love here. It's really like, there really is no one else, but then it's more about figuring out just what to do about it. I feel like they've realized, you're the one in their contemplation, past meditation. Maybe they've reached some interesting visions or something through meditation. They've realized this. So it's like, they are aware of the depth and the potency of this connection, but it's more about translating this into the physical world. Maybe it's hard for them to really verbalize to you the depth of their feelings at the moment. All right, let's get some messages from them. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2, please? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2, please? Okay. I wish I was as good at talking about my feelings as you are, so I could finally speak my truth to you. Okay, that is so freaking funny, because that is literally what I was just saying. Is like your person, like, it's like, how do they communicate these deep feelings in a way? Maybe you're just like better at it, and they kind of get stressed because you always seem to know what to say. You always seem to know how to communicate your feelings, and it's like they do have some really deep, intense feelings, but it's just a matter of being like, how do I actually tell Pile 2, that they're the love of my life and stuff like that. My heart races whenever I'm around you. Let's make every day our honeymoon. I was never taught how to communicate my feelings correctly. I just learned to keep it all locked up inside and try to be strong. This is literally my King of Swords card. So it makes a lot of sense. So this is a defense mechanism. Your person just kind of clams up, maybe. I drive myself crazy overthinking everything. Yeah, this Eight of Swords could be a bit of self-imposed entrapment, maybe by their own thoughts. I get really jealous sometimes when I think about you being with other people. It hurts my heart. I was saying jealousy here with the Five of Wands. I'm making healthier choices for myself. My mask is coming off. So this is a work in progress. Your person's having to let go of these defense mechanisms that, I think Guided by Angels always says, like, ego, like edging the goodness out. So it's kind of like, keeping love away through this mask, through this ego, through the fear. The kindness you have shown me has healed me so much and touched my heart deeper than you can imagine. Don't worry for a second about me finding someone else. My heart only belongs to you. I feel so passionately towards you. It drives me wild. Yes, definitely the Eight of Wands. I'm surrendering to my love for you. Our love is real. So even if this person acts funny, sometimes this love is real. Sometimes when I think about you, my heart starts to ache and my eyes well up with tears, so getting kind of emotional. Our connection hurts and confuses me sometimes. So yeah, this person, this jealousy, they might get triggered sometimes. I'm scared that if I tell you how I truly feel about you deep down, you might reject me, so I just keep it to myself. So yeah, a lot about keeping things to themselves. Here, my bed feels so cold and empty without you in it. I desire intimacy with you on every level, and you understand me in a way I've never felt before. So I feel like you kind of do get this person. They might have some eccentricities, some quirks, but you kind of accept this person for who they really are, and they really appreciate that. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say? They want to say, please know that breaking your heart breaks mine too. It hurts so bad to know I've caused you pain. So maybe they know it's really hurting you, that they're, staying away from you, maybe being quiet sometimes, and it hurts them too. I want to spend forever in your arms. And I need time to think and be alone so I can connect to source and awaken to my inner truth. So yeah, they definitely are connecting to source, energy right now. So if they are taking some space, it's important because they are, growing here with the Hanged Man. They're getting some enlightenment. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? My biggest fear is that if I showed you the depths of my soul, you wouldn't love me for who I truly am. So that's what really hinders them, is like, maybe they don't accept themselves at the deepest level, so they feel like maybe you won't as well. I send you telepathic messages of love. So this person is communicating with you telepathically. And then we came into each other's lives, teach each other important lessons for soul growth and healing. So a reminder that if this person does trigger you, it ultimately is probably something you guys agreed upon prior to incarnating, to learn important lessons here. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? Okay. Please trust me. So trust them that they are, working through their issues. It's not your fault. You are my other half. I regret pushing you away. Sometimes I feel like we are the same person. You are one of my best friends. I've been having major realizations about our connection. I promise I will return to you when the time is right. I'm stepping into my divinity. My heart is full of you, and your love was all I wanted, but I didn't know how to ask for it. So this may be a bit of a fear of, reaching out, that fear of rejection coming through. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? We have, you are my ultimate bliss. You dazzle me. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? Yep, I'll take some. They also want to say, oh wow, our souls are united. Beautiful. So your souls are in union. They are united. So I feel like this is kind of, not to feel too upset or angry at your person, because at the core, you guys are kind of, very similar, if not, twin flames, and you share, kind of, one soul, some people say. So, having your energy be, more loving and kind towards your person, out of self-love in a way. See, what else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? We have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. We also have our souls are united. So you are, heading towards this union here. They're feeling that. They're feeling like married to you in spirit. We also have addiction and separation. So sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and then codependent obsession, controlling. So we do kind of see that jealousy. So maybe this person is actually a bit codependent on you. Even if you are in a separation, they are feeling, maybe addicted to you, a bit codependent. It's like they're kind of unable to get over you in this way. See, what else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? Okay, so We have take time out. So yeah, maybe your person is feeling like, they need time out. They need time to maybe heal this addiction to you. You have lizard spirit dream the world into being, but they are, focused on manifesting their ideal future with you. So in this time out, I feel like they're also, visualizing their future, manifesting this. We also have nothing is wasted and be at home. So your person might literally just be spending a lot of time at home, being in their own energy, almost like, feeling like from the brown bear, it's almost like they're kind of hibernating in a way, but in this hibernation, they're like starting the building blocks to eventually coming towards you. So we have nothing is wasted. So they feel like, even though maybe you guys have had bumps in the road, challenges, a lot of triggering, it's like ultimately this relationship wasn't a waste. They wouldn't go back. They wouldn't change anything. This is all important soul development for both of you. So also a reminder to you that, even if you feel like sometimes, what's the point of all this, drama and stuff? It's like ultimately you are both learning so much from each other that it is really invaluable, your connection with this person. Let's get you some advice. Advice for pile 2, please. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for your heart is the gateway to the soul. So this is just about, I feel like in general, this might be about a career change. Maybe, for some of you, if you feel called to reach out to your person, that could be about that as well. But of course, take it as it resonates. But yeah, meditation, taking time out like your person and really getting in touch with your heart, what your heart feels is right for you at this moment. Advice for pile 2, please. Advice for pile 2, please. See, Archangel Samuel. Choose harmonious responses, act with wisdom and grace. So this is about learning to respond with love, not being reactive. So if your person does, communicate with you or come towards you, or if they do something that triggers you, learning to just respond from like more fifth dimensional place. Something I feel like is helpful is like imagining in regards to a person as if like you were like an archangel that was like kind of detached from the situation. Like how would you view this person and how would you view, a response? Like what would be something that like Archangel Michael, if you were Archangel Michael in this relationship, like what would you do from a place of like unconditional love? And then give with an open heart, be generous. So I feel like this is about just being generous with your love energy with the people that you have in your life. This could also be about perhaps donating money, various places, or food. Maybe there's a food shelter nearby and you feel called to donate food. Of course, I'm sure you'll know what this is in reference to, but wherever you feel called to be generous with people out of the goodness of your heart, I feel like Spirit is definitely encouraging that. All right, let's get some final messages from your person. What else does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2? They want to say, we have, what have I done? So maybe this person did push you away another, like, what have I done? This was maybe a mistake. When I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. I'm coming for you. So this person does want to come back. We also have choose me. So maybe your person is a bit afraid of, that jealousy that was coming up earlier, that maybe you'll choose somebody else, a bit of a fear there. I imagine being physical with you a lot. Let's take this to the next level. I only have eyes for you and I want to give all my love to you. Let's see, let's get some tarot cards. What is pile 2's person's overall energy towards pile 2 at this time? Get one word. Pile 2's person's overall energy towards pile 2. Okay, so we have the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, really cool. So definitely feeling like, a lot of love for you here with the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Soulmate energy, one in that reunion here. The Emperor is your person getting in touch with their divinity, their divine masculine energy. And the Page of Swords is definitely them keeping an eye on you, on your social media, peeping what's going on with you. Definitely wanting to reach out to you as well for some communication. See, what is pile 2 need to hear right now? Pile 2. Okay, so we have I love this. So this is you and your person, these beautiful twin dolphins. I feel like maybe you guys were dolphins in a past life together. You have this little boat here. This is like Noah's Ark. So I feel like this is kind of about, if they had to choose a person to sail off with, if they had to choose their divine counterpart to go on Noah's Ark with, it would be you. The Lovers is kind of indicative of that. This says, I love my cat. So maybe you are a cat lover. Maybe this person is. We have this, let's see. This is the sacral chakra. So a lot of passionate energy going on between the two of you right now. We have the letter X. We have this little torch, which is all about the passion your person has for you. You also have this this Big Ben clock tower. So this is kind of about like divine timing. We have this, the new dawn. So I feel like this is about the golden age that's approaching. See. I think this is about the sun. This is I believe this is a Native American design. So getting in touch with like, the ancient, worship of, the sun. The sun is also coming out in this energy as well. So, maybe, getting in touch with that energy. This little frog, and frogs are about fertility. So a lot of fertility here. Also, it's kind of an adorable little frog. So maybe a person thinks you're, very, very cute. This says pray, so this could be a reminder to pray to whoever you feel guided to pray to. You could be interested in praying to God or whatever deities you feel called to. Maybe praying for your person. We have family, so I think this is saying this person does see you as like their family, their soul family. Maybe they want to have a family with you someday. We have this little mouse, which is kind of like shy. Maybe they are intimidated by you as well. We have the letter G. And then we have this little paper clip, which is kind of, or this is not a paper clip, this is a tiny clothespin. Sometimes this is saying that your person is very attached to you. They're kind of energetically hooked onto you. I feel like all the time. All right, pile 2, I love you so much. I'm sending you lots of abundance, many blessings, and please take care of yourselves. All right, bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. How's it going? I hope you're really well. It's lovely to have you here with me. So let's get into your person's energy towards you. Pile 3, what is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3, please? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, beautiful. The Six of Swords, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Sun, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Swords, the Magician, Five of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So your person's current energy towards you. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like your person, I'm definitely getting a sense of your person having to make some decision right now. They're definitely trying to balance something out here, come to some sort of conclusion. There's a bit of confusion here, I think, with the Two of Swords. Let's see. So the Two of Pentacles, your person might be trying to get their stuff together, figuring out almost like who they are as a person, figuring out, how to move towards you. Because we do see the Queen of Wands is just showing your person is feeling very attracted to you. They find you very charming, magnetic, really perfect. I feel like the Queen of Wands is such a charmer, such a powerhouse. So, it's like they know this, but then the Two of Pentacles is like this person being like, I don't know what to do, what to say to this person. How do I, approach them in a way? So you have the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups. So let's see. I'm always seeing this as your person, let's see, perhaps at one point this person did walk away from this connection. take it as it resonates. But with the Three of Cups, I feel like this person does want to return to you. The Three of Cups is about reunion and celebration and friendship. So, if they did walk away, if they did push you away, it's almost like they do want to come back. Maybe they feel like comfortable with returning to you as just a friend for right now. That's almost what this Two of Pentacles is about. It's like they want to return to you, but they're not sure how. So maybe they're kind of feeling like, well, maybe I could try to reach out to them as a friend first and see how, they take it. Maybe they feel like maybe you felt very betrayed by them walking away if they did. And they're kind of like, they know this. So then they're like, well, how do I get back in their good graces almost? Because the the Five of Swords is showing that there was some conflict between the two of you in the past. And then it's like the Ace of Swords is like this person coming to like the conclusion, having the clarity that, they actually do want, they want to resolve this tension between the two of you. They want to resolve this conflict. They don't want there to be like, issues between the two of you. They don't like it when there are. Let's see. So then the Ten of Cups is showing that this person does actually see this long-term future with you. The Two of Wands is about, planning for the future. This could be about travel for some of you, but it's like, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for, the divine timing. But this does show that this person definitely sees a long-term future with you. What's really beautiful is the Ten of Cups has actually come out for all three piles. So I'm feeling like definitely a shift in the collective, the divine masculine starting to really think about the future. So they're definitely seeing you as their ultimate happiness, wanting to have a harmonious union with you. But then again, it's almost like this being a bit unsure maybe exactly how to bring this into the physical. So we have the Six of Swords, which definitely is about, if there was conflict between the two of you, if there were issues, if there were problems, getting out of this, coming to smoother waters, coming back to, coming out of this, energy of maybe conflict or issues. But then Two of Swords is again showing this like being like unsure exactly what the next step is, how to move towards you in a way that you would find acceptable. We have the Six of Wands and the Magician. So they want to manifest a victory. Your person might be shamanic. They might be into manifestation, law of attraction. They might be learning more about it, and it's almost like they're manifesting a victory with you, maybe intentionally. It's like they're visualizing this Ten of Cups with you, maybe using certain law of attraction techniques. But I feel like as far as like the physical world, as far as physical action, your person's a bit muddy. They're a bit confused. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords. So they might have been gaining some clarity on maybe conflict that you guys had, realizing what was really going on, what was the deeper truth, like why you guys were having conflict, maybe realizing that maybe they got triggered. This could be a sense of regret as well, kind of looking back on maybe actions, looking back on the past and being like, maybe I should have done things differently. The Ace of Swords definitely about realization. So maybe realizing, hey, I really shouldn't have said that. Hey, I really shouldn't have done that. That kind of just caused problems. I was just being reactive. And then we have the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about you being, destiny, this, being fated connection. The Sun is also about alternate happiness. It's like the most positive card in the deck. So you are a positive addition to their life. You mean a lot to them here. And they definitely feel like, between the two of you, there is this sense of fate and destiny, especially as your person gets more into their spirituality. It's almost like they sense this more and more, that there is something very, very deep here between the two of you. It's definitely not just a surface-based connection. So we have the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So we have the King and Queen of Wands. So your person is definitely energetically recognizing you as their divine counterpart. This can be divine masculine, divine feminine, if you resonate with being twin flames. If not, it's just, your person recognizing that you guys are truly equal energies. They're almost realizing you are their other half. You are the other part of them. You are perhaps the feminine part of themselves, and we are really recognizing that. So maybe feeling like they pushed you away in the past and then really feeling like, wait, this is like my person. I shouldn't have done that. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Fool. So this person does want to bring an offer to you. They want, I feel like they want water under the bridge between the two of you. They want to be able to have this new beginning with you, step towards a brighter future, let go of things that happened in the past. Wow, this is really beautiful energy as well. So we have the Four of Swords the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so even though your person might be kind of, taking a step back, healing, maybe being a bit quiet, they ultimately do want to come forward to you with a Knight of Cups, come in with a love offer and have a romantic relationship with you. This is their ultimate vision. We also have the Ten of Cups coming out. So your person does want a serious commitment with you. They want a serious relationship with you. They see that you would be a person that they would enjoy perhaps being married to for some of you, or whatever your envision, whatever a divine union between you and your person means to you, however you view that. This person wants it too, even if they act like maybe they don't, if they've self-sabotaged in the past. This person is energetically feeling like you are their ultimate love. You are the person that, they want to commit to, that, that you mean more to them than anyone else ever has or ever will, and that they ultimately do want partnership with you. So that's really beautiful. Overall, really beautiful energy from your person, pile 3. Okay, let's get some messages from them. What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Okay, so our connection hurts and confuses me sometimes. Okay, I'm definitely getting a confused vibe here. So it's like, a bit confused as to what the right steps are to take, because I feel like this is such a different sort of relationship than anything your person's ever experienced, especially being twin flames. If you resonate with that, it's much more than just a typical relationship. So, I feel like, acting out of a place of ego doesn't really work in this relationship. This person's having to learn a lot of lessons. I'm done pretending to be someone that I'm not. I can't keep living a lie. So maybe by walking away from you, this was like your person, in a sense, like living a lie, like being like, lying to themselves that they didn't want to be with you, because ultimately they do want to be with you. And they're realizing that, they can't just keep lying to themselves about their feelings for you. I'm coming back and showing up as my best self. I'm burning for you. The pressure is building. I'm getting ready to explode. So this could definitely be about your person having a tower moment. Maybe just, if they did walk away, just giving up on that and just, coming back towards you. I long to tell you how much I love you every single day. The universe has our back. So yeah, I definitely feel like this person knows that this is a divine connection on some level, that this is, something very significant. Please don't give up on me. We exist within each other's hearts. I crave your body, your touch, your scent, and your skin on mine. And I had no idea how much pain I was truly in until I met you, and all of my repressed emotions and trauma came flooding back. So that could have been a significant factor for them walking away, if they did, was because it, brought up a lot of pain for them. And then they maybe just felt like they just needed to get away from this connection, get away from you, because it was just getting to be a lot on their mental state. But I feel like as they heal, they feel like they just want to come back to you, and it becomes less scary over time. We were born of the same divine spark. So this is another kind of twin flame message. So very, very beautiful. I'm calling your name over and over again in my head. I need to tell you the truth about how I feel. It's so hard holding in my feelings. Ooh, interesting. So yes, they are like, calling your name. Maybe you hear them. It's like they want to tell you the truth. It's so hard for them. They feel very burdened. Let's dance into eternity together. And then I feel your energy so strongly around me all day. I'm constantly reminded of you and how in love with you I am. So they definitely feel that, that pull to you. They feel like your energy is always with them, always near them. All right, what else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3, please? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3, please? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? You are my true beloved. I wonder if you are happy without me and if you miss me the way I miss you. And our bond will never be broken, for love is the greatest force of all. It is so beautiful. So yeah, they do feel like you're their true beloved. And then I feel like when there is space between the two of you, this person, they miss you always. And I feel like they also just wonder if, in some ways, like if you love them the same way that they love you, if you love them the amount that they love you. It could be a little bit of a fear that maybe they're afraid that this is a one-sided connection, that you don't have feelings for them. But of course, it's all just, fears for your person. Maybe a fear that you don't want to be with them forever. It could also have been, a bit of a stumbling block for your person. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? There is no other love. It's only yours. So yeah, there is no other love for them. You are their true beloved. I'm shutting myself off from the outside world and going within to process my emotions. Let's stay up all night long. I love it when I see you in my dreams. My heart is full of you. I'm stepping into my divinity. I want to talk to you and see how you've been. I miss your energy. You're the only thing on my mind. Oh, you are the center of my universe. That is so sweet. I'm taking accountability for my actions and making better choices for my well-being. I'm unhooking myself from lower vibrational energies so we can be together. Okay, so the Eight of Cups can also be about walking away from things that no longer serve you as well. So take it as it resonates, but you feel like your person is letting go of some situations, some behavior, maybe people even, dependent, so that they can be with you. Just because I don't show my emotions doesn't mean they aren't there. And I love you more than I've ever loved anything. Aw, that is so sweet and so true. I definitely feel that from your person's energy. All right, what else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? Oh, I love this one. So your beauty is beyond measure. Yes, very true. We are love. Beautiful. Our hearts are connected with the two swans there. Another symbol of a divine union. So maybe if you start seeing swans, that could be a sign. We also have our connection is important to me. So even if your person acts funky sometimes, your connection is very important to them. And we belong together. So they know this deep down. It's just a matter of, taking the steps to bring this into the physical world, getting beyond their own fears. All right. What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three, please? We have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning. We have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love. So it's like the separation is very painful because they do ultimately want to be with you. We're also seeing married as well. And the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands came out. So this really could mean your person is considering a marriage with you, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together perfect. So they feel like you are the key to their heart. You are the one. You are you are their heart. Ultimately, so they do want to open their heart to you eventually when the time is right, when they conquer these fears, work through their ego. Maybe they're even thinking about, buying a ring for you someday, what that would mean, thinking about the future. Interesting. I'm almost seeing that, like maybe picturing you and them wearing each other's rings. Oh, that's very sweet. Yeah, I just saw that. Maybe a person does fantasize about that. What else is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? Okay, so very interesting because I think this message card came out as well. What do you need to release? So your person was saying they're unhooking themselves from lower vibrational energies, maybe releasing some things, and then time to breathe out. So your person is taking a breather, taking time to breathe out. Maybe this is about meditation as well. See, let's put some advice for you. Advice for pile three. We have emotions are a necessary and natural part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So the Five of Swords came out earlier, so there might have been, again, some conflict between the two of you. Maybe you do hold some resentment towards your person and how they've acted. So, not letting that cloud your vision, distort your perception of you and this connection and understanding it was just ego, triggering. And then balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So yeah, if there are challenges between the two of you, You know, you guys are both learning and growing a lot from this. And then we also saw the Two of Pentacles coming out. So this balancing energy. So I feel like you guys are like tempering your energies right now. You're balancing things out, letting go of resentment. You know, maybe you're letting go of, yeah, it's like, what do you need to release? Maybe you're letting go of resentment. It's allowing them to let go of, you know, things that no longer serve them. So definitely a subtle mirroring going on between the two of you right now. So love to see that. Let's see. Let's get some more advice for you, pile 3. Advice for pile 3, please. Advice for pile 3, please. Advice for pile 3. Tune into your divine potential, bring the world into harmony, and open your heart to give and receive love. Your essence is love. Wow, that's so beautiful. I think we are love that came out earlier. So yeah, you and your person are love at the core. And then tune into your divine potential, bring the world into harmony. So yeah, tuning into your divine potential, tuning into your truth self, helping, you know, manifest this harmony. There's all about harmony and balance here. So I feel like as you ascend and heal, you're helping your person, you're also helping other people. And then open your heart to give and receive love. So opening your heart. We also had this, you know, welcoming love, open your heart. Wow, this is really cool. A lot of synchronicities in this pile. So you and your person are both doing this right now. But it's so beautiful. Okay, let's get some last messages from them here. What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? They want to say, I know we have a spiritual connection, definitely. I just want your love. I've still got a crush, it's obvious, and this isn't over. So yeah, they still have a crush on you, they still love you. This isn't over. They're definitely not over you either. What else is pile 3's person's overall energy towards pile 3, please? What else is pile 3's person's overall energy towards pile 3? What else is pile 3's person's overall energy towards pile 3? 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, the Ace of Swords is about clarity and realizations. I believe this came up earlier as well. 7 of Wands is about wanting to defend you, you know, fight for this connection, fight for this love. And then the 6 of Pentacles is about winning an equal exchange of energy, you know, giving and receiving love to one another. You know, that is what they really want. All right, let's see. What does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? Okay, let's see. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. That is so cute. So that is a message from your person to you. We also have forever. So, you know, you are their sunshine forever. You are their love forever. This is also about timeless, you know, timeless love here. It's like this preserved flower. This person, you know, this love is like evergreen. It really is forever. Live your dream. So this is about, you know, living your dream, living your passion, which I'm sure is a lot to do with, you know, helping humanity. There's a lot of letters that came out. So we have the letter W/M, B, Z, S, D, D, and F, and then the number 1 and the number 0, which is interesting because 1s and 0s are that binary, you know, masculine, feminine. So this is another sign that this is a divine union here. And we also have the word faith. So, you know, have faith in your person, have faith in your love. These bananas, I feel like, this is like a bit of a playful energy, you know, maybe your person willing to joke around with you. They also might be going bananas. You know, maybe they're kind of, I heard like the pressure is building, them getting ready to explode. So if this person is, you know, holding back from you or not talking to you, it's making them go a little cuckoo. You know, this little bow, which I feel like is your person. Yeah, really feeling like you're very, very cute. The color yellow might be significant. We also have this little dinosaur. So this is almost like a bit of a cold energy. Maybe your person does tend to be a little distant, a little bit cold, like a little bit of a reptile sort of energy. But I feel like ultimately they do have a good heart. It's almost like this. See how this is dinosaurs, a lot of armor. This might mean that your person kind of does have a lot of defense mechanisms. You have this little pencil, which I feel like is about, you know, writing your future, maybe getting into scripting for some of you. Oh, we have this beautiful little bee charm. So you are like, the divine feminine bee energy. Bees are very, very sacred, holy creatures. A lot of power to them as well. We have this little zebra, which I feel like is about, owning your differences, allowing yourself to be quirky. I feel like your person also really likes how different you are. I feel like this corn is about investing and like planting seeds, that will grow into hopefully, fruitful abundance. I'm also hearing like, fruit of the spirit, and then also, knowing someone by what fruit they bear. I feel like you bear good fruit because I feel like you are tapped into source, pile 3. All right, that is what I have for you. I love you so much. I'm sending you lots of abundance and love, and please take care of yourselves. All right, bye-bye.